Hello, hst104 students. It was great to see you today, and I enjoyed our conversation about the exam. And I'm hoping trying some new things will help you. Sometimes just even realizing what happened the first time you try something and you try it again, it can automatically get better just because you've thought about how you could make it better. So let's just remember a few things I talked about today. The one thing I really was hoping you would try would be some of these breathing exercises. There's a lot of apps you can put on your phone to talk you through breathing exercises. There's one in particular called Calm. I know they have some that are free. I don't want you to you don't have to spend money on these. They have a lot of good free ones out there. But in the meantime, just practice on your own. You're going to breathe through your nose. And out through your mouth. So you want to breathe through your nose, count 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it while you count to 7, and then exhale as long as you can. The thing that I have understood and when I'm teaching this is that you have to inhale and hold it and then exhale longer. And you do not want to do this more than 3 or 4 times in a row. It will cause you to be lightheaded if you do it too often. So don't do it a lot in a row. And make sure you're sitting up and you have good posture when you're doing it like you were in class today. So again, it's so remember, those are just that breathing can help you during a test. The other thing can be to talk to yourself, self-talk. Tell yourself things like, I can answer this, I can remember this, I can calm down. You can tell yourself that. So just remember throughout the week, you want to be studying a little bit every day. And remember, when you study, you want to make use of things like the flashcards, creating cards that help you test yourself. And by making the cards, you're actually studying. So don't worry, if you can count that as study time. And then you can use the cards to play a memory game where you turn all the cards over and you try to remember how they're matched. You can do this with each other, and that's even better because you can talk about it. You can teach this to someone who doesn't know anything about it. You can pretend like you're teaching your pet or anyone. It doesn't matter. As your teacher said, her daughter teaches her sister, and her sister doesn't want to learn any of that. But it's really good for you to teach something to someone. It helps you learn it and remember it. So again, remember about being nervous and anxious is what's going to cause you to not remember things. So you want to practice that settling down and breathing and telling yourself, I can do this, I can remember this. And remind yourself that when you look at the question, you say, I know this, but they're asking me the question in a different way. But I can do this. I can figure this out. So also remember to, when you do study, to set the timer for 30 minutes. Get up at 30 minutes, get some water, walk around, go outside. If you're an athlete, and you can go shoot some basketball hoops if you live close to a park or whatever. I don't know what you can do, but do something active. Even just going for a short 5-minute walk around the block can be really good for your brain. Every time you walk for 5-10 minutes, you're pushing the restart button on your brain like you do on your computer or your phone. So taking a walk is something I did not talk about in class, but it's very good. You can walk while you study. That can help too. If you have little cards that you can bring with you while you walk, just don't bump into anything. um, so hopefully those are some helpful tips. Remember to try to come to the exam ahead of time, have everything ready, and not just let go of everything that's not about the test so that you can stay focused. And I really feel if you do all of these things, it will help you. Something else I wanted to mention that I forgot to tell you today, and that is when you're watching the videos of your teacher giving you the lecture about your chapters, and I would recommend that you watch the video of the chapter before you read the book, and then again after. So watch the video, read the chapter, do the chapter questions, then go back and listen to the video again, and really get to where you know a lot of that information. And please let me know if doing those previews of the lecture videos would help you, because I can make more of those. I made one for the first lecture and I wasn't sure if those were helpful or not. So you can let me know, because I'm happy to help you with that. Also remember, when you're doing your chapters and your chapter questions, look up the chapter questions you have for homework and read the questions first. Then go find the chapter and read it, and look at the chapter questions again and see if you can remember where you saw those questions being answered in the chapter. That's a preview. When you look at the chapter questions first, then do the chapter, then actually answer the questions, you should be able to find things more easily than if you don't do that. So I hope these little reminders are helpful. Remember to tell yourself a lot of good things about yourself, and that your brain will believe you can do this. I believe you can do it. So you can close your eyes and hear me saying you can do this. And I'll see you Wednesday if you come by, or I'll see you in Blackboard Collaborate if you want to come.